Targaryen cannot be trusted.
The Mad King's daughter will destroy the realm.
We have an army, a fleet, and 3 dragons. We should hit King's Landing now.
Hey Throners, it's Azor Ahype here, ready to keep the hype train going with another Game of Thrones Season 7 video. And in this video, we will break down the promo for Episode 2 of Game of Thrones Season 7 called Stormborn. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, make sure you do so, as I will be dropping epic videos every day for Game of Thrones Season 7. Now, let's jump into the breakdown. The first part of the promo has Bronze Yohn Royce voicing his opinion on Daenerys Targaryen. He saw firsthand what happened with the Mad King during his rule, and more than likely he believes that Daenerys and her dragons will be more of a problem than an asset for the Northern Houses. I believe that this scene will be taking place after Jon receives a raven from the Citadel from Sam, and after Daenerys has had her council on Dragonstone. She will also send out a raven declaring that the North needs to bend the knee to the rightful heir of the Iron Throne, and I suspect that Jon will jump on the opportunity to gain her support so he can not only mine dragonglass, but gain access to her army and, more importantly, her dragons. We know that whites are killed by fire, and we saw how Jon experienced firsthand how overwhelming and powerful the Night King's forces were at the Massacre of Hardhome. And now we have white giants. So I believe the sides will be split, but Davos will intervene and give his 2 cents to seal the deal for Jon and Davos to go on their mission to seek out dragonglass on Dragonstone. Next, we see Cersei address a crowd in the throne room saying that the daughter of the Mad King will destroy the realm, which is ironic because she is, in my opinion, transformed into the Mad Queen after burning the Sept of Baelor with wildfire. Cersei is going to attempt to pull the wool over everyone's eyes this season. I suspect that she will have a difficult time because of their broken alliances. We have to remember that House Tyrell is well respected and they have the most fertile land in the realm, so I suspect that they will be cutting off the food supply to Cersei and there will be a revolt in King's Landing. The theme of this episode feels like it will be opposition, the difference in perspectives and ideas that will separate those of whom are in power. In the next scene, we can touch on this very point when Yara is talking about how they should strike King's Landing right now because Cersei doesn't have the allies and the reinforcements that she used to. And I tend to agree with Yara, it may be the best idea to go full steam ahead, but I suspect not everyone will be on the same page and Daenerys will split up her forces in 2, which will be her first big mistake in the conquest of Westeros. We have to remember that things don't always go correctly according to plan in Game of Thrones and A Song of Ice and Fire, and Daenerys, although she seems supremely powerful, is still vulnerable to failure. So this giant sea battle will happen, and Euron will endear himself to the fans by killing a couple sand snakes and possibly capturing Illyria, Sand, and Yara. We then see a quick shot of some northern forces going through a doorway/gate, and I believe this is when Jon will be leaving Winterfell with his forces to go to Dragonstone. And of course, we have the big money shot of the trailer, and it's with Arya, who meets her direwolf Nymeria after being apart for 6 fucking seasons, 6 long seasons, and holy shit, I can't wait to see how massive she is, and if she is commanding her own wolf pack, and then she interacts with Arya. So really excited to see Nymeria, and I think this was the best shot of the promo for sure. But will she recognize Arya immediately? Absolutely. The bond between them is for life, and I can't wait to see more direwolves in Season 7. Now, here's the big question. Will Nymeria join Arya on her travels? We hear Arya say that she's going to King's Landing, so it's still possible at this point she still has her sights set on Cersei and has not rerouted to go back to North and to Winterfell. I certainly hope that this isn't the case because I do want Arya to have another amazing weapon at her disposal, but I do think it's entirely possible that she goes back into the wild Nymeria because Arya at this point just killed 100 people fairly easily at the Twins, and they may not want to make Arya seemingly overpowered like Daenerys. We then get a quick shot of Tyene Sand, who is fighting on a ship, and I believe that she will be fighting Euron Greyjoy, and he will capture her after he kills Obara and Nymeria, and he will also capture Illyria Sand as the gift for Cersei. We also see quick shots of Dany and Varys, who are probably chatting plans. We see Sansa, who's probably overlooking Jon leaving Winterfell, and Yara and Illyria enjoying each other's company before they are captured by the maddest Greyjoy of them all. But let's not finish this video just yet. Let's talk about the last shot of Jon Snow pinning Littlefinger against the wall in the Crypts of Winterfell. We know that Sansa openly opposed Jon in front of all of the northern houses, as he was advocating his plans. And I suspect that Jon and Sansa will be having a private conversation near the crypt of Ned and Rickon before he leaves, as Jon will want to extend an olive branch and make sure Sansa is on the same page with his idea of how Winterfell should be ruled. Jon will catch Peter creeping on them on their private conversation, or Peter will make a remark about how Sansa should be the rightful ruler of Winterfell because Jon is too much like Ned, Robb, or Brandon. That won't go over well with Jon, and it looks as if he almost beat the shit out of the greasy cunt Littlefinger. I really hope he beats him like Ramsay Bolton, but I don't think it's gonna happen. This episode looks like it will pick up the pace from the first one, and it looks like we will be getting some amazing fight scenes in action, which is very exciting. But what do you think? Will Euron make a significant impact and bring the storm in episode 2 Stormborn? Will Jon and Sansa be on the same page before he leaves for Dragonstone? Let me know what you're most excited for in the comment section to see in episode 2, and let's keep the hype train going with an epic discussion. If you enjoyed this video, a like would be much appreciated. It really helps the channel grow. Let's set a goal of 400 likes for this video. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, make sure you do so, as I will be dropping daily theory videos, Q&As, and all of the latest news for Game of Thrones Season 7. Also tonight, me, Secrets of the Citadel, In Deep Geek, and George will be going live at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's right, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Gemma's channel called Secrets of the Citadel. We will be reviewing the episode in epic fashion, so make sure that you come check us out live tonight. Come hang out and drink some shade of the hypening and have a blast. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. 7 blessings.
Fuck the king.
How much for your little plan?